Okay. So we're here, we're live. Check everything's in working order. Right. Right, we all ready? Right, we'll try again. Yes. Hard. Right. If it plays up again, like doesn't load or crash,
None of you will survive.
then I think I know how to fix it, but we'll see.
Queen City, they used to call it. The gateway to Alaska, the city of flowers. That one never took off. The Emerald City, in the 80s, when they were trying to give it a spit shine. Layers upon layers of history, each trying to mask the ones below. But Queen City is not wrong when you dig under the polish. Blue bloods and castles, peasants in the gutter. Same old story with a pretty flag on top. This town's had a queen for a long, long time. When the weight of a crown gets too heavy, people start sharpening axes. But it takes one hell of a push to set them swinging. You need a firebrand, a revolutionary, a despot, a murderer, or maybe just someone with a real big axe to grind. If I were a betting man, I'd say the heads are just starting to roll. And I am a betting man.
Hey, are you okay? Frank, there's someone hurt down here. Get someone on that radio. Take it easy. I got you. Don't try to move. Are you hurt?
Give him a good old munching. Bap. There you go.
Hey, hello, Richie. What the hell happened?
What's going on? I just paused. Here we go. I want to quickly go to settings and I want to do that. Right. Performance, please. This is so that's probably what's going on. Put them on medium. There we go. How's the volume, by the way? Game's a bit loud or a bit quiet. I'll put it on a happy medium. If you need me to put it louder or quiet, let me know. Headphones, yep, there we go. Yes. Cool. Right.
Okay. Richie. Shit.
So basically, if you don't know much about Vampire the Masquerade lore, basically all vampires are descendants from Cain and Abel. And Cain, each vampire clan is a descendant of Cain's first children, I believe, called and they're called the Antediluvians, which are basically the children of Cain. And from each generation down, vampires have gone to get like stronger and weaker and weaker. So right now we are playing a vampire elder called the Nomad. So right now we've just awoken from torpor, which is basically a deep sleep that vampires can go into, whether voluntarily or involuntarily. So basically, if you bring a vampire close to death, they'll go into torpor, but they can also induce torpor in themselves.
That's not my voice.
No.
Mouth it's coming out of either. Well, I know the back of my hand like the back of my hand, and well, that is not my hand.
Who speaks?
So you can hear me. Huh. Well, good evening.
I say again, who Who are you?
Hand on heart, if I had either of those, I'm still aslumber. Give me a moment.
Very well. Gather yourself, then speak.
That's generous of you.
In this
I
game,
know
you
if
can
I
have
woke up
like
with a voice in
relationships
my
with
head,
characters depending on things
I
you
would probably
say.
take it better than most. But I appreciate I'm unusual. in
So
a
you'll
few
notice like
respects,
things in
and
the top
I
right
thank you for
corner
your
about like,
patience.
characters saying they
My name's
appreciate
Fabian.
that, they like that, they hate
I
that,
am-
stuff like that.
Well, I was a vampire, like yourself. A kindred. Malkavian by blood. And I was, and still am, a detective. Matter of fact, I
That
just
is actually
started
quite a
a
common
new case.
roleplay thing, is
Finding
Malkavians
my
being
missing body.
detectives or
Tell
being
me,
like
what's the
sleuths
last
or
thing you
private
remember?
eyes. Torpor.
Torpor. I slept, insensible, for years. I know not how many. Enough that I have no recent memories.
Torpor, huh? The sleep of the dead asleep. Interesting. I guess we don't have much to go off of. Except you've got a Malkavian and a mark. It's something. Let's try this. You hit me with some questions. Maybe it'll spark an idea.
Do you know this?
Do you recognize this mark, child of Malkav?
I don't think I do. But if poets and philosophers are to be believed, there's one thing I can tell you. When we want something to belong to us, we mark it. I'd say someone has claimed you. And from where I sit, I can understand why. There's power in these old bones. Centuries of strength in these veins. Someone covets you. Question is, who?
You say someone covets me. Who dared give me this mark?
Seems to me that only someone deeply wounded could mark you like that. But as for who that is, no idea. I know they're careless to let you out without a leash.
How did you get inside my head? Do you truly remember nothing?
My memory's a jigsaw right now, and I'm still working on the edges. I know I was on some sort of investigation, but how it got me here, I don't know. Breaking and entering skulls was never my forte.
As for our situation, how do we get you out of me?
If I were a betting man, which it happens I am, I'd wager this. Finding answers to one of our questions will find us the answers for the others.
All questions, no answers. Very well. The hunt begins. Let us to it.
If I may, I'd recommend we get somewhere safe. I know a place. If you can get us out to the night air, I'll direct you. Supposing we're still in Seattle.
Seattle. This is America. Very well. I will find a way outside, then you may guide me.
Sounds good. You got a name, by the way?
Many. But for now, you can call me Fire.
Still
All
dumb
right.
name.
Pleased to meet you, Fire.
They should have just called him Nomad, which some people do,
Find
so
our way
it ain't
out,
too
shall we?
bad. But Fire is
Saves
such
to
a
worry about marks and other mischief.
So right now we've just awoken from torpor. We're trying to figure out what's happened and what's going
Way
on.
out there,
I can handle these mortals.
they'd be missed. And that'd mean a full-scale hunt. We must not break the masquerade.
So this isn't my first
Elevators as
playthrough, by
broke
the
as a
way.
Monday night streetwalker.
So if anyone has any questions about the game or they want to know more about it, let me know.
Guess we'll have to go in.
Never mind, just go! Go!
Go, 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 go.
My. That was what they called telekinesis, right?
Hello?
There's the pole coming in to come say hello.
Don't make this night worse.
Right. So basic idea is we're just trying to get out to the side, to the streets without alerting the police any more than we already have. What's this? Discovered in the derelict apartments where the Nomad awoke. Sorry, I'm going to be coughing a little bit. An open baggage smelling strongly acidic and rotten. There are small shards of broken glass present at the bottom, sticky with coagulated old blood. There's a note that reads, flirtatious donor. This type was hard to come by. Be careful with it. F.
128 to dispatch.
Go ahead.
No getting
128.
past. You can
Got a
distract him
noise
somehow.
disturbance in a suspected
Remind me.
603
Oh,
slightly
bugger.
abandoned apartment.
Don't fire. This is a breach.
That was dumb. I literally aimed at the wall, but the game just decided to hit that instead. Okay.
You can distract him
Aim a little
somehow.
bit up. Okay.
Remind me.
Suspected
Conspicuous.
603 and
Seattle
Don't
PD.
fight here.
I'm coming over.
Alright, don't know why the game did that, but maybe my aim was a bit off. Right, so basically we're just making our way through the beginning of the game. As I said, this isn't my first playthrough, so anyone who comes in who wants to ask me any questions, who wants to know a little bit more about the game, I'll do the best I can with the lore, but when it comes to gameplay, I can tell you everything you need to know. Oh yeah, let's get this. Discovered in their apartments of no metal oak. Sepia tinged and musty photograph depicting a city. The dress of the people of the middle of the vehicle suggests it's been the early of the 20th century.
Severe storm warning and it's cold.
Lovely job there. Alright, let's go. I probably should have given it a bit more time before I started streaming again. Oh well.
Jehoshaphat H. Christ, you are something else.
So we can glide, basically. So right now we're just gonna make our way through the city of California. Right, going this way. Ooh. Up, down.
You get the report?
Yeah, looking for a security guy.
Watch your step. This floor's no good.
Just gonna go through here now. Don't worry, you can pretty much just speed through this beginning bit of the game.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Older than your country by 150 years.
Oh. Huh. Right.
Now be quiet.
So we just gotta carry on through. Right, where are we going? Shit, there we go. This way. Oh, ghouls.
This one goes out to all the fans of slop.
Shut up.
In case you didn't notice, gonna bring the PD down on our necks. Busy night. Cops, ghouls, detectives, mysterious flying strangers. All we need now is a full-on musical number.
Down here. So yeah, ghouls are basically humans that have drunk from vampire blood, and it kind of basically gives them slight buffs, but they become basically slaves or like addicted to the blood. And if they don't keep getting the vampire blood, they start to lose their ghoulish
More
abilities.
ghouls. This could set off a full masquerade breach.
There you go.
The hell?
Ooh, and then charge up. Boom. Bop. And skladoosh. So yeah, ghouls are also going to be a lot more hardier than your average mortal. As you saw in the beginning of the game, when we knocked that guard out, we would kill that guard. We basically one-shot them with a punch. Ghouls obviously are going to be a little bit more tankier and a bit hardier, but they're still human. So they're not going to be as strong as vampires, but they're going to have some, depending on the blood they drink,
Someone else is in here.
they are going to be a little bit more, you know, they are going to be a little bit more hardier than your average. Oh, hang on. There is a way to parry, I think. Hang on. Come on in. Oh, okay. Oh. Ah. There it is. You have to dodge into them, which is a bit weird because sometimes if you don't dodge correctly into them, or if you're a little bit off, you don't get the parry.
Cops will be through here, starting to fill out paperwork. Let's make ourselves scarce. I'll just put it down to Seattle being Seattle.
Oh yeah. So in this game, you have these things called Thin Blood elixirs. Thin Bloods are like the weakest kind. You always parry. I tried to. Parries are always the strongest, and usually it's a sign of a skilled player if you're able to pull it off really consistently. So that's why I always try to do it. Because if you get it down early, you basically just get really good at the game very quick. But we need to learn, obviously, a little bit more. But yeah, Thin Bloods are basically the weakest generation of vampires. They've been basically, the blood is so diluted by so many generations, they're a lot weaker. And so
I have been asleep for 100 years.
Now there's a thing. Well then, welcome to the 21st century.
there we go. The 21st century. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really cool intro. There's not many games that do good tutorials, and this is a good basic tutorial. It could be more in depth, like anything. You know, like they don't teach you about the parry mechanic. You kind of see it randomly in the tutorial thing, like a tips thing. They don't really tell you that you can parry. But it's cool to know. Really, parrying is really only mega useful against one-on-one fights.
Hey there.
Okay.
You are still here.
Till we've worked our caseload, seems we're stuck together. Welcome back from the land of Nod. You and I can't ever really leave it, can we?
Unusual wake to a kind word.
I wake to a kind word. It has been a long time. Before Torpor, I was hunted. This is a pleasant surprise.
Don't mention it. Let's take a minute while you're still gathering strength. Get to know each other. Maybe check our compass before we set sail. While we slumbered, I puzzled. And I realized I know you. Or I know who you are. You're the one they call the Nomad.
That is what they called me.
That name's been buzzing around my brain, and I only just trapped it. Another mystery. Where I got the idea. I didn't expect you in Seattle, not at all. And don't rightly know how I made the leap. Once folks hear the Nomad's in town, and they will, they're going to assume a lot. There are stories. Some have you as a destroyer, others an omen of doom. But, what would you say?
So I'll let you guys kind of have a little bit of a pick on this one. So we can basically define our legend throughout choices we make in the game, and it will kind of influence how people think of you. So you get like 3 choices here. I'm a traveler, a survivor, or a warrior. And then you get 3 other choices to basically define those choices. So what kind of character do you want us to be? Do we want to be like a survivor? Any of you guys have any decisions on this, or do you want me to just kind of go for it? Because basically you can kind of define how you want your legend to be seen by others. So just let me know what you guys think. Warrior? Okay.
I am a warrior.
Well, your reputation holds up. My own philosophy is, when they throw a punch, be somewhere else. Preferably a different city. But while we're killing time, did you have a favorite time killing?
So we could be a terror of the ocean, defending my homeland, or spoiling Napoleon's ambitions. So what do you guys want to pick here? So we could basically be like a dreaded pirate, a soldier in the Jerusalem army, or or someone who's fucking with Napoleon. You know? So we go left, up, or right. What do you guys want to pick? Ooh. Any ideas, or do you want me to pick? Because I can kind of let you guys define the backstory, and then all the basic dialogue options I can choose. I think that'll be fun. Napoleon.
I aided Cardiff when Napoleon invaded after his exile. It was the only city that never fell to him. I spoiled the ambition of a tyrant and others.
Huh. Why stand against him? Political ideals? Or did he just look at you funny?
No mortal has the right to be monarch.
I believe you. And yet there's more to the story. You mentioned others.
I have said all I desire to say about myself. Tell me of you now.
All right, ask away. I warn you, I've had 100 years in this city, but my memories are Swiss cheese.
I have been in Torpor for decades. What can you tell me about Kindred in modern times?
I can only speak to what I know, and I only know Seattle.
Tell me of the Kindred Society here. How have we organized in Seattle?
Oh, same as you'd have known anywhere else way back when. The Camarilla are the hotshots. Seattle's still got a court, and it's still led by a prince. They make sure we maintain the masquerade.
Same as it was then.
Yep, but everything changes the more it stays the same.
Tell me about the masquerade. How does it work in this time?
Same as it was 100 years ago, and 100 years before that. We gotta blend in with John Q. Public, and John Q. isn't meant to know that vampires are real. Let me be clear, Seattle's court is serious about the masquerade. You attract mortal attention, they'll put you down like a horse with a broken leg.
As it should be.
Are there new ways to slay it? What
do mortals know of us? Have they learned anything over the last 100 years?
No, the babes are still asleep for the most part.
Good. Do they still think we cower before garlic, crucifixes, and holy water?
Oh, they think a lot more than that now. Young adult literature has revolutionized our image.
It can be no worse than Stoker.
That depends on your perspective. Some of the old guard really don't like the idea of the glitterati. But times change.
They're talking about Twilight.
How may our kind be slain? Are there new threats?
That you've got to worry about? Well, don't book any sunshine getaways. Don't light up a cigarette wearing a gasoline overcoat. Don't lose your head. Figuratively is bad, literally is the end times. I'm sure you know all this. Stake through the heart is still a ticket to being paralyzed. No fun at all, but at least you get to watch what happens next. Oh, guns. Guns are now a sight worse than you ever knew. Bigger, louder, smarter, but also, in a way, much stupider.
I see. Will guns be a common threat?
In America? Yeah.
Is there anything else I should know? Any other new dangers in the current time?
Ooh, yes. Mortals all have cameras now. In the telephones they carry, and they're always filming everything around them. Streaming, they call it. Sending it to the cloud. Online. For everyone to see forever.
Lines? A camera inside a what? The cloud? Is any of this important?
Sounds like a
I've
boomer.
got theories about these clouds, but just know, if mortals are around, blend in or we all die.
I would know more about you. When we first spoke, you had little recent memory. Do you remember anything more?
One thing. Alcohol. On the air, on the floor, in glasses, in bottles. After that, I'll walk in the dark.
What is this about alcohol? Your memory seems drenched in it.
Well, I'd say I was in a bar. If you feel properly woken, maybe we could try to find it.
I am awake, but there is something wrong. My blood is sluggish. I should be strong by now, even after torpor, and I am not.
Reckon that mark has brought you down a peg?
Speculation accomplishes nothing.
True, but let's just take another second. You know my blood is Malkavian. You know they call us lunatics, madmen, or prophets. But where do you draw a bloodline?
Okay, so this is where I'm going to also let you guys pick. I'm going to break down all the clans, like, briefly. Don't worry about the difficulty at the top. That basically means nothing. I've played on... They don't mean anything, really. It doesn't matter. It basically just means how difficult it is to technically master the clan, which is dumb. really, because it's all subjective. So we'll start from the beginning. We'll just give a quick preview. So these are the Bruja. These are your brawlers, your warriors. These are the guys that like to get into the muck and basically bash shit around. They get the passive of brutality, where once you've fed on a person, you get increased to your damage. And they are also affinities with celerity, presence, potence. So basically what that means, powers have a certain scaling or a certain association with those things. So as you can see here, this is a celerity power, lightning strikes. So if you, at some point, you'll have access to other clans' powers, and if they are also of a celerity, presence, or potence ability, they will have reduced cooldown when you use them in combat. So when you use powers in combat, you spend blood, basically little pips, and then you get pips back by feeding on people, when, as you can see there. And each clan can have every other clan's abilities, which I think is dumb. I don't think clans should be able to use other clans' abilities. You know, it kind of takes away from being able to use the clan, but here we are. But yeah, so basically I'll basically break down. These are your brawlers. So they have a lot of abilities that allow them to basically do damage in fights, you know, to draw aggro, to buff themselves, or to just do big chunky damage. So this is the Bruja. If you want a little background on the clan itself, they are basically the there we go. We'll just read here. It'll be easier than me explaining. The Bruja power lies in its strength and swiftness. They use these skills to turn the tide of battle. After acting fast, hitting hard, and goading their foes into making fatal moves, the Bruja is an unstoppable force. In the fight, their unparalleled prowess ensures they remain on top. So, Tremere. This is Tremere, yeah. So members of Clan Tremere wield arcane powers that can bend blood to their will, weaponizing it against their foes. Their sources affect not only their own blood but also that of their enemies, and they are able to inflict great pain and destruction for those who oppose them. So these are your mages. They get the passive corrosive touch. So when they feed on an enemy, their body just fades away. Makes it quite good for stealth, but they also have other things they can do. So they've got Blood Curse, Recall, which allows them to return to a position that they marked. Blood Cauldron, it basically allows them to draw someone closer, and they have quite good synergies with things like Blood Curse and stuff like that. And they also have Blood Salvo, which is like blood spears. So they're mainly your blood mages. They're actually they're the only vampire clan in Vampire the Masquerade that stole their power from an antediluvian, I think it was, or from a great vampire to become a clan. Because mages stole the blood of a vampire to become vampires themselves. And that's how they became a clan, where other clans are descendant from an antediluvian. They stole the power. So they're not really well liked, really, but they're still a cool clan. The Banu Haqim. Now, the Banu Haqim are your stealth assassin types, right? They get the passive silent death. All your actions become entirely silent after feeding, so you can run, make a lot of noise, you know, and you basically become really stealthy. You got bladed hand, you know, you do a quick slash that gives them a good old choppy chops. It's basically an instant kill to most lower level enemies, or big damage chunk to higher level enemies. You got split second, which allows you to slow down time. You can use that to get a quick insta kill or a quick feed. Mute allows you to silence an enemy, so if they shoot, attack you, scream, whatever, they won't alert other enemies, making them really quick to kill. Unseen Aura basically just turns you invisible, and of course you get the perk that allows you to sprint while crouched, which is unique to the clan. The Ventru. Oh, we didn't read about the Banu Haqim are silent judges, lawbringers, and executioners. Swift and deadly, they can silence and dispatch their foes through both violence and sorcery. The Banu Haqim can take down an enemy with chilling precision in the blink of a mortal eye before disappearing without a trace. So think assassin. Okay, so for example, think melee guy, warrior type, mage type, assassin type. Here think Ventru. The Ventru are masters of control, subduing and puppeteering others through their sheer force of personality and will. They can freeze enemies in their tracks and turn them against each other, or make them forget they were even there. The Ventru's resilience also allows them to withstand attacks and survive inevitable abuses. So think your manipulators. These are the kind of characters that will make other people do the dirty work for them. So if while they can like manipulate their teammates to attack each other, they can also like cloud their memory, and they can also do an ability that gives them mass manipulation, which they can combine with other powers. So, for example, they can use Terminal Decree to just make everyone take themselves out. And they get more health back when they feed. And their passive is every time they do feed, they get a shield, which just makes them a bit more tanky. And they get Dominate and Presence, which can be combined with Bruja if you want to be more thingy. Or you can combine it with Toreador if you want to be more like manipulative. We have La Sombra. Now this is a very weird clan because you don't really see a lot of La Sombra in most Vampire the Masquerade media, especially in the tabletops, for example. Not many people play La Sombra, but they are quite interesting because they're the only ones with the power of Oblivion. La Sombra use their power to stoke the fires of fear in enemies and allies alike. Masters of the shadows, they bend the darkness of their will. Capable of nightmarish feats, they weaponize their control of shadows to isolate, ensnare, and instill dread in any target. So they get access to Shadow Cloak. So these are like your semi-stealth characters, similar to the Banu Haqim, but they are more like where they're not afraid to really be seen. They just use their powers to kind of like they're more like using stealth and fear to their advantage. So they have like things that like basically cause a lot of fear. And then they also have the thing that allows them not to be attacked while feeding, which can be quite useful passive to get. Lastly, but not least, well, it is least I suppose, is the Toreador. Now think your artists, your lovers, your basically seductresses. They're like the bards, really. They are fast, they hit hard, and they are beautiful. They have a lot of powers that allow them to manipulate vampires, and you know they also have like really good abilities. And they get more faster movement speed when they feed. That's kind of like their passive. So overall, like the Toreador's enthralling presence allows them to make them the first move, often before their enemies have a chance to react. They can entice their victims and enemies, luring them in and blinding them to the dangers in front of them until it's too late. So, yep, I'm giving you a basic rundown on all of the clans. So, it really does depend on what kind of playthrough or what kind of way you want me to play. We can play Bruja, which is go in, smash shit. You know, Bruja mad, bash shit about. We could be mages, manipulating people and using their blood magic to basically be wizardy magic mages. We can be assassins, stealth, attacking from the shadows, you know, killing them before they even know we're there. Puppeteers, where we bend them to our will, make them do what we want, and combine that with other things. Using the shadows against them, or we can be the beautiful vampires, using our beauty to enthrall and enchant, and basically, you know, manipulate them with our both and blinding speed. Assassin seems interesting. So you guys want to see the Banu? You want to see stealth playthrough? So again, with the stealth, you know, they have a lot of abilities that allow them to be invisible. And the Banu are kind of seen as the judges. In most Vampire Masquerade lore, they're kind of seen as the peacekeepers, the people who, like, you know, I guess they're like the lawbringers. They're like popo of the vampire world, in a way, and they do it from the shadows. And they have a little thing where they actually are addicted to vampire blood, unlike other vampires. So, are we gonna go with the Banu Haqim then? Because as I said, this is my second playthrough, but I don't want to tell you what clan I played because I want you guys to pick what you want to see. Okay, so we're going Banu.
Ah, that'd explain it. Banu Haqim. Some still call you assassins, but Nico's quick to educate the foolish.
There you go. So now we unlock our power. So as I said, as you progress, every clan, or you'll have access to every clan's power. So you can, no matter what, but you'll notice some have like lower cost to unlock because you have a connection with that. So a lot of Toreador powers overlap, not Toreador, or Tremere powers overlap because of lightning strikes. Again with the Bruja's powers. So later on we'll build a really nice stealth build. And of course, one thing we'll want to do is unlock all of the passives or the perks, because those perks are going to be what allow us to really make the build really nice. Right. Also, we can choose our outfit. Every clan, you can have access to all clans' outfits, but right now, all we have access to is the Stalker outfit because it's the first one we get. A moment of silence, a gleam in the dark, and an end to existence. Look, they were already gone. So we're going to go that. We can't really change our hair or anything right now because we've got a hood on. But basically you get, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 6 hairstyles, but no hair is not really a hairstyle. And you got all sorts of colors. So you got black, blonde, brown, orange, or ginger, green, grey, purple, red, blue, and of course white. We don't need to pick a hair color now or a hairstyle because we can't see it, but if you have one you want to see, just let me know. We can choose our makeup if you want to put makeup on. That's kind of cool. We don't want lipstick. You know, we can give ourselves a pale face, ghostly face, scars, glasses. They basically can give him the R glasses. Got sunglasses. Got more markings, and then pale face. Anything you guys like? Eyes. We can change your eye color. We've got loads of options. We've got clear eyes, green, red, darkish red, cat eyes, ghost eyes, black eyes with a bit of blue. As I said, we don't need to pick anything now, but if you guys have anything you'd like, just let me know. I kind of like this. Piercings. Eye color. I like the idea of like these blood vampire eyes. Oh, that looks kind of cool. What do you think? Make him pale. No, keep the black makeup.
Natty. And no one in this city will blink twice at you. While you were getting dolled up, I rooted out a memory. Realized why I brought us to Dale's place. I was here, I think. Not long before whatever happened at happened. If we're gonna solve our cases, we could track back
You want to put the glasses on?
my footsteps. See if we can find that bar. Like a fairground Nickelodeon, although it does cost more than a nickel and it doesn't make you smile. Dale was into mixing up thin blood alchemicals. Dangerous trade. I have no idea what Dale was studying, if that's what he was doing. My buddy Dale had body image problems, that's how he put it. A gramophone, sort of, but much more acceptable sound quality up until the early 90s. Computers. Mostly, they're like a very fast telegraph system staffed by idiots. My advice is to leave well alone.
Yeah, okay. So, kind of had a little look around here. Now we gotta carry on with the story.
I won't say my body's fragrant, but I reckon your keen senses could get a sniff of it.
So we're now going to progress, and we're just going to do the beginning of the game. So we're still technically in like
Remember,
the tutorial.
even in Seattle, people will notice if you do something, you know.
We're going to spend some
weird,
time just
like
running
leaping a
around at some
building in a
point.
single bound.
But before we do
Down
anything
low.
like that, it's
Masquerade
worth just
style.
like literally just having all exploration and that. Honestly, I'm not really fussed about getting caught too much.
There's a village aroma. Blood. Kindred blood.
Right, we're at to meet Benny.
Look what took the bait.
If it ain't Benny Muldoon.
Better start wriggling, little fish. It's about to get real dry.
Sheriff, Bruja, my boss.
Careful.
Is that so? Because I think you are out of your depth.
Motherfucker. You really ain't no thin blood, are you?
Thin blood. Of weak heritage. A latter generation. They are common here?
The hell kind of rock you been hiding under? Yeah, they're common. Like fleas on a street cat.
Benny, Benny, Benny. Such a way with words.
I am old, Sheriff, and of far stronger blood than your generation. Do not mistake me for your prey.
Well, you do like to wave your dick around, don't you? Lucky for you, I got places to be.
Will you tell your prince we spoke?
Fuck the Camarilla. Fuck the prince.
Did he lose his last marble?
Right now, I got thin blood spines to rip out. So I'll tell you what. You have one night to sort your business and get the fuck out of Seattle. After that, it's open season.
Understood.
Good. For my sake, I hope you stay. I'll run out of thin blood soon enough. Don't want to be bored.
Right.
He's given us a night. Let's use it and get back on my trail.
You said he was your superior?
He's chief kicker in of heads for the court, but he also keeps a foot in for the SPD. Between us, we keep a lid on any breaches of the masquerade.
Actually, let's go up this way. So yeah,
Good job with Benny back there, by the way. Matching his macho. You show him your underbelly, he'll cut it out.
so the sheriffs are basically like the lawkeeper of any given city or town. They basically report to the prince, but he was basically saying fuck the
Don't
prince.
really know why he's
So-
hunting him tonight, though.
Yeah, he's basically not happy with them. For whatever reason that may be. Which we will find
Just
out.
as a thought. Anarch's up ahead. Being bold tonight.
There's a thing there.
Guess it's territory marking.
That's a collectible that we'll need to get later
Themselves.
on. I'm just getting them now. It's my
Looks like the markers are-
the,
Guess your
those
blood wants to stay
markings
friends with you.
increase our blood, our health.
Bet it was nothing.
But still.
See you later, mate. So right now we got to be nice and quiet.
I need a drink.
Still gripped. Do me a favor, check it, will you?
Right.
Get rid of you. See you later, alligator. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck.
Bet it was nothing. But still.
Get more health.
Fascinating.
I'll show you something cool in a minute.
Okay, come on. Where are you?
Just keep it together. I almost feel sorry for him. That's the hole in the wall. And our place. Haqim is still down there. He might be.
Nice try, Jack.
Boosh. Just fuck him up. You can kind of bait a lot of enemies in this game with that shit. Oh. Boom. Yeah.
You're gonna pay for
Oh. Fuck off. Boom. And then get rid of you. Come on. Ah. There we go. Boosh. Right.
I need more blood.
So yeah, that was a little bit of combat I was giving you guys. Hope you enjoyed. There's a thing around here. Oh, it's up there. Hang on. Get rid of that quick.
Time to clean up this town. Oh,
Uh,
sorry. I got a bit carried away.
Once we get more abilities and more blood, we'll be able to do a lot more, you know, with our abilities right now. Because right now we only have Bladed Hand, which is not the greatest. But we'll get more abilities soon.
Katsumi? She's weak, man. Fuck her.
I don't think I like you talking, can it? You said no one will come.
Yes. Can't wait to live forever.
Fuck off.
Figures.
There we go. Get some more health back and get some more of our abilities. There you go.
Nicely done.
See, when you have the Banu Haqim's passive, you can just run up to people and just start taking
Usually
them out.
find a few here in the hole. Anyhow, I talked to someone the other night, right here. I'm sure of it. No clue who it was, but they set me on a trail.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh? Like, the stealth in this game is pretty fun.
Here we are. I
Something
tell you
over
something,
this way.
Through your nose, I
there.
appreciate my aroma just a little bit more. Leather,
So let's go
old
around
filing
here.
cabinets, and a soup zone of
Let's
homicide.
quickly run up here. And there should be a thing over here. Where is it? Ah, there it
Anarchs
is.
and thin bloods we talked about. You can lump them in a batch mostly. Then another mystic mark.
And over here. There should be a thing here. Yep, here we go.
There's another scroll. Anarchs have been here.
So we're just getting a few little bits here and there. So we want to head this way. it's kind of good to get these things as you're going, rather than just like when actively looking for them, because they help you out like a ton. And you know you're going to be traveling through these areas quite often, so you might as well get them. And there's going to be quests related to these items anyways, so get them while you can, basically.
If I had hackles, they'd have just raised up on my hat.
Give me. Alright, so we're going in here now.
What I give for bed.
Right, let's carry on. Oh. That's cool. So we're just progressing through the story now. Once we get to the point where we can
Something's here, fire.
have free reign of the city, we'll start meeting people and getting side quests.
I don't rightly know. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That is not good. Fire, that's me. What the heck happened?
So this is where we first of all.
Well, you saw that, huh? I guess we should talk about what happened.
I am not pleased to discover your corpse, nor that I am the cause. For what it is worth, I am sorry.
Thank you.
There we go.
I believe you. And I forgive you. That's just what torpor does. You went into the box, but the beast came out and drained dry the first thing it saw. But hey, we solved the case of my missing body. And of how I got in your head. Diablerie, right?
The complete draining of one kindred by another so that the Vitae's power is consumed, yes. But this, what has happened here? This is not normal. A transfer of power, of strength, that is expected. But of consciousness, never. How can you still be here?
Well, here I am. Anything
It must be the mark.
It must be this damned mark, designed to trap you.
It fits the evidence. Although why anyone would want a malk stuck in an old body beats me. In any event, means we've got a new case. Why am I still here despite all the odds?
And who captured me and brought me here? What was intended for me?
Well, the city has the answers. I think it's time you got permission to walk the streets.
Indeed, from the prince of this city.
Prince Campbell, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, there's something... I can't say why, but not him. Not right now. I'm sorry, I've lost something here. I just know it's a bad idea to go to him straight.
You know this city better than I. What do you suggest I do instead of going to the prince?
Maybe you could... Oh, wait. Lou Graham.
Who?
Seattle's previous prince. Sort of. She stepped into the shadows decades back, abdicated. Let Campbell take over the reins. Weird situation, I know, but her shadow's as long as the night. Get in good with her and it'll keep you safe from intrigue. At least for a time.
An abdicated prince. That is most unusual. Can you lead me to her?
The Glacier Hotel. Swanky place, seen better days. It's got a big sign out the front you can't miss from the street. A few blocks north of Dale's Den, where we woke up tonight.
Cool. So now we have to go see the previous prince, and once we've done that, we'll have a bit more free reign of the city, we can talk to people, and eventually we'll get side quests.